Lord, protect me from my friends. I can take care of my enemies. This ancient prayer, attributed to Voltaire, contains a terrifying truth that most men are too sentimental to accept. We are taught from childhood that friendship is the highest virtue. We are taught that a friend is a shield, a confidant, and a safety net. We believe that the people closest to us want the best for us. This is a biological lie. The truth is that the people closest to you are often the ones most dangerous to your survival. Not because they are evil, but because they are human. And the darkest emotion in the human spectrum, envy, does not grow across distances. It grows in proximity. Envy is a weed that requires very specific soil to grow. You do not envy the Queen of England. You do not envy a billionaire you have never met. They are too far removed from your reality. They are like characters in a movie. You envy the man who sits next to you. You envy the friend who started at the same level as you, but who is now rising faster. His success is not an inspiration. It is an insult. It is a mirror that reflects your own stagnation. When you succeed, a stranger applauds you because your victory validates the possibility of success. But a friend? Your victory highlights his failure. When you buy the new car, when you get the promotion, when you transform your physique, watch their eyes. You will see a microsecond of pain before the social mask slides into place. They will say, "Congratulations," but the tone will be flat. They will make a joke to undercut the achievement. They will remind you of who you used to be, to drag you back down to their level. Robert Greene, in Law 2 of the 48 Laws of Power, warns us explicitly: never put too much trust in friends. The danger of the friend lies in the structure of the relationship. Friendship is built on the premise of equality. You are peers. You are comrades. But power dynamics are rarely equal. When you rise, you shatter that equality. You create a hierarchy. And the friend, who feels entitled to be your equal, experiences this hierarchy as a humiliation. Because they believe they know you, they do not respect your new status. They remember when you were broke. They remember when you were foolish. To the world, you may be a king, but to your friend, you are just the guy they used to get drunk with. They will use this familiarity to chip away at your authority. They will expect favors. They will expect handouts. And if you refuse, they will not see it as a boundary. They will see it as arrogance. They will say, "You've changed." And they are right. You have changed. You have ascended. But they have stayed the same. The most lethal aspect of the friend is their access. An enemy stands at the gate. He must breach the walls to hurt you. You have your shield up when you face him. You are vigilant. But a friend? A friend is already inside the castle. You gave them the key. They know where you sleep. They know your insecurities. They know your secrets. They know the soft spots in your armor because you showed them. History is written in the blood of betrayal, and the knife almost always comes from the inner circle. Julius Caesar was not killed by the Persians. He was killed by Brutus, the man he called his son. Jesus was not betrayed by a Roman soldier. He was betrayed by Judas, who sat at his table and ate his bread. The betrayal of a friend is not an anomaly. It is a statistical probability if you do not manage the dynamic correctly. The mistake you make is emotional. You confuse shared history with current loyalty. Just because you have known them for 10 years does not mean they support the man you are becoming today. In fact, the longer they have known you, the harder it is for them to accept your evolution. They are invested in your past, not your future. You must understand that most friendships are founded on shared weakness. You bond over complaints. You bond over hating the boss. You bond over being single or broke. It is a commiseration pact. But what happens when you are no longer weak? What happens when you stop complaining and start conquering? You break the pact. You become a foreign entity. You are no longer relatable. You are a threat. This does not mean you must live a life of paranoia. It does not mean you cannot have friends. But you must kill the naive belief that your friends are harmless. You must learn to keep your shield up, even at the dinner table. You must learn that some things are for the public, some things are for the diary, and very, very few things are for the ears of a friend. In the coming parts of this analysis, we will dismantle the hire the friend mistake, the psychology of the frenemy, and why, paradoxically, an enemy is often more trustworthy than a brother. But first, you must accept the cold reality. The closer they are, the sharper the knife. The utility of the enemy. If a friend is a hidden trap, enemy is a revealed weapon. You fear the enemy because he wishes you harm, but you fail to see that his hatred is the purest thing in your life. It is honest. It is transparent. An enemy tells you exactly where you stand. He tells you exactly where your weaknesses are. Unlike a friend who will flatter you to your face while mocking you behind your back, an enemy will attack your flaws directly. In doing so, he gives you the blueprint for your own improvement. Robert Greene argues that you should not only fear friends, but actively seek to employ enemies. This sounds like madness to the uninitiated. Why would you bring a wolf into the fold? The answer lies in the psychology of the debt. When you hire a friend or do a favor for a friend, they do not feel grateful. They feel entitled. They believe you helped them because that's what friends do. In their mind, your assistance is not a gift. It is an obligation. Because of this, they rarely work hard for you. They arrive late, leave early. They treat your business or your project with casual indifference because they know you will not fire them. You are trapped by the emotional bond. If you fire them, you lose the friendship. So you tolerate their mediocrity, and your empire rots from the inside. Now, consider the enemy. Imagine a man who has opposed you, a man who has fought you, or a competitor who lost. If you take that man and offer him a seat at your table, you destabilize his entire reality. He expects punishment, but you give him opportunity. He is not entitled, he is terrified. He knows that he is on thin ice. He knows that everyone doubts him. Because of this, he has everything to prove. A former enemy who is given a second chance will work harder, stay later, and fight more viciously for you than any friend ever would. He is driven by the need to redeem himself. He is driven by the shock of your mercy. You have converted his hatred into fanatical loyalty. History is filled with kings who understood this. Abraham Lincoln famously filled his cabinet with his political rivals, men who had insulted him publicly. He did not do this out of kindness. He did it out of strategy. He knew that these men were the sharpest minds in the country, and by bringing them close, he neutralized them as threats and harnessed their power for his own administration. He turned a pack of wolves into a sled team. Meanwhile, the leader who surrounds himself with yes men and childhood friends is doomed. He creates an echo chamber. He hears only what he wants to hear. His friends shield him from reality to protect his feelings, and in doing so, they walk him off a cliff. You must learn to look at your enemies not as nuisances, but as resources. An enemy is a whetstone. You are the blade. Without the friction of the stone, the blade becomes dull. You need their attacks to keep you alert. You need their doubt to fuel your ambition. A man without enemies is a man without a defining character. Nobody hates you, it means you have never stood for anything. Do not destroy all your enemies. Keep some alive. Keep them visible. Use them as a standard against which you measure your power. And when the time is right, do not be afraid to turn a rival into an ally. You will find that the bond formed in the fire of conflict is often stronger than the bond formed in the comfort of peace. The friend thinks he owns you. The enemy knows he must earn you. Always choose the one who is hungry. The signs of the snake. Betrayal never comes as a lightning bolt from a clear sky. It comes as a slow, leaking poison. If you pay attention, your friends are telling you exactly how much they resent you long before they stab you. You simply refuse to listen because the truth is painful. You must learn to spot the microaggressions of envy. These are the cracks in the mask. The first sign is the backhanded compliment. This is the weapon of the coward. They say, "I'm amazed you got that. Promotion, you're so lucky." Or, "That suit looks great. It hides your gut perfectly." Do not laugh. This is not banter. This is hostility disguised as humor. It is a way for them to verbally slap you while maintaining plausible deniability. If you get angry, they will say, "Relax, it's just a joke." It is not a joke. It is a probe. They are testing to see if you will accept their disrespect. The second sign is the delay of praise. When you announce good news, watch the reaction time. A true ally reacts instantly with a smile. The saboteur has a micro-pause. For a split second, their face falls. They have to manually override their disgust to force a smile. That split-second hesitation is the truth. The smile that follows is the lie. The third sign is the historian. This is the friend who loves to bring up your past failures in front of new people. You are at a dinner party, commanding respect, and they suddenly tell the story of how you wet yourself in college or how you got fired 5 years ago. They claim they are just reminiscing. They are not. They are terrified that the new people see you as a king, so they drag up the past to remind everyone that you are just a peasant. They are trying to lower your market value in real time. Finally, beware the bearer of bad news. There are friends who seem to take a dark pleasure in telling you negative things. "Hey, did you hear what John said about you? Did you see this bad comment on your video?" They frame it as looking out for you, but they are actually enjoying the act of hurting you. They want to be the ones to deliver the blow. These people are not your support system. They are anchors. They are crabs in a bucket. The moment you try to crawl out of the bucket, they do not push you up. They grab your leg and pull you back down. Not because they want to escape, but because they cannot bear to see you leave them behind. Cut the rope. Let them sink. The pruning of the tree. A friendship is not a life sentence. This is the hardest lesson for a loyal man to learn. You believe that because you shared a past, you must share a future. You believe that loyalty means sinking with the ship. This is not loyalty. It is suicide. You must view your social circle like a gardener views a tree. For the tree to grow tall, for it to reach the sunlight, The dead branches must be cut. If you allow the dead wood to remain, it spreads rot to the healthy trunk. It drains nutrients. It invites insects. To prune the tree is not an act of cruelty. It is an act of preservation. Many of you are carrying dead wood friends. These are men who have no ambition, no discipline, and no desire to ascend. They are comfortable in the mud. When you hang around them, you feel a gravitational pull. You find yourself drinking more, complaining more, and achieving less. You are experiencing social osmosis. You absorb the qualities of the people you touch. If you hug a block of ice, you do not melt the ice. Ice freezes you. How do you remove them? Do not make the mistake of a dramatic exit. Do not write a manifesto. Do not scream, "You are holding me back!" This triggers their ego. They will label you a narcissist. They will unite against you. They will become active enemies. Instead, use the soft fade. You do not burn the bridge, you simply stop crossing it. Become unfortunately busy. When they call, you are working. When they invite you out, you have a deadline. You are polite, you are warm, but you are unavailable. You are slowly removing the oxygen from the room. Without your attention, the friendship will naturally wither and die, like a plant that hasn't been watered. They may try to guilt you. They will say, "You think you're too good for us now?" Do not defend yourself. Do not apologize. Silence is the only answer. The harsh reality is that you cannot take everyone to the top of the mountain. The air is too thin. The climb is too hard. Most people are not built for the summit. They're built for the base camp. If you try to carry them on your back, you will both die on the slope. Drop the weight. Walk alone if you must. The view from the top is worth the solitude. The art of concealment. If you must keep friends, and you are human, so you likely will, you must learn the discipline of the gray man. You must never, under any circumstances, allow the full brilliance of your success to shine in their eyes. To shine too brightly is to blind them, and a blinded man strikes out in fear. You must master the art of strategic concealment. When a friend asks, "How is business?" do not tell them about the record-breaking month. Do not tell them about the new investors. Do not tell them you are buying a Porsche. Instead, sigh. Rub your temples. Say, "It's a grind. Lots of stress. The market is tough right now." This is not a lie. It is a shield. When you complain, you lower yourself. You signal to their primal brain, "I am struggling, just like you." This calms their envy. It makes them feel safe. It makes them feel superior. They will pat you on the back and say, "Don't worry, it'll get better." They will leave the interaction feeling good about themselves, which means they will not attack you. Meanwhile, you go home to your palace and celebrate in silence. You must also learn to hide your intentions. Law 3. The greatest mistake ambitious men make is announcing their moves before they make them. You sit at the bar and tell your friends, "I'm going to launch this app," or "I'm going to invest in this crypto." You are looking for encouragement, but you will not get it. You will get realistic concerns. They will say, "Are you sure that's safe? I heard that's a scam. Maybe you should stick to your job." They are not protecting you from risk. They are protecting themselves from your potential rise. They are planting seeds of doubt in your mind because they are terrified you might actually pull it off. A plan revealed is a plan destroyed. The energy you spend explaining your vision to small minds is energy you steal from its execution. Work in the dark. Build in the fog. Let the result be the only announcement they ever receive. By the time they realize what you have done, it should be too late for them to stop you. The tower should already be built before they even know you laid the foundation. Treat your inner circle like a compartmentalized intelligence agency. Friend A knows about your hobbies. Friend B knows about your sports. Friend C knows about your family. Nobody knows everything. By fragmenting your identity, you ensure that if one turns on you, they cannot destroy the whole. You remain a puzzle they cannot solve. Never give the key to the entire castle to a single soul. Keep the master key for yourself. The Brotherhood of Kings. We arrive now at the final and most difficult stage of your transformation. You have accepted the painful truth that proximity does not equal loyalty. You have recognized the snake in the grass. You have pruned the dead branches from your tree and learned to cloak your ambition in the fog of silence. Now, you look around, and you find yourself in a terrifying position. You are alone. The room is empty. The phone is silent. Most men panic here. They feel the cold wind of isolation, and they scramble back to their old, toxic friends because the void feels too heavy to bear. They would rather be stabbed in the back than stand alone in the dark. Do not make this mistake. This void is not a punishment. It is a prerequisite. You cannot build a castle on top of a swamp. You must drain the water first. The solitude you feel is the foundation of your future empire. You must remain in this void until you understand the fundamental difference between a friendship and an alliance. Friendship, as society defines it, is accidental. It is based on the chaos of geography and timing. You became friends because you went to the same school, lived on the same street, or worked in the same cubicle. It is a bond formed by circumstance, not by choice. It is based on the past. "We have been friends for years" is the only justification for its existence. An alliance is different. An alliance is intentional. It is not based on who you were, it is based on who you are becoming. It is not based on the past, it is based on the future. An alliance is a pact between men who are moving in the same direction, at the same speed, with the same intensity. You must stop looking for friends. Stop looking for people to hang out with to kill time. Time is the one resource you cannot regenerate. Instead, look for allies. Look for brothers in arms. Society tells you that relationships should not be transactional. They tell you that true friendship is unconditional. This is a lie designed to keep you weak. Unconditional love is for children, dogs, and women. For men, love is the residue of value. It is the byproduct of respect. And respect is always conditional. It is conditioned on your competence, your honor, and your utility. Do not fear the transactional relationship. Embrace it. The most honest relationships in the world are transactional. I bring this value to the table, you bring that value to the table, and together we are stronger than we are apart. This is the structure of every great business, every great army, and every great brotherhood in history. When you seek an ally, you are not looking for someone who makes you feel comfortable. Comfort is the enemy of growth. You are looking for iron. As the proverb says, iron sharpens iron. But have you ever seen iron sharpen iron? It is not a gentle process. It is violent. There is heat, there are sparks, there is friction. Metal strikes against metal to remove the dull edges. You need men around you who are not afraid to offend you in the service of your potential. You need a circle that does not tolerate your mediocrity. If you are fat, a true ally does not. Say, "You look fine." He says, "You are undisciplined," and it shows. If you are broke, he does not say, "The economy is bad." He says, "Your work ethic is weak." These men are rare. They are the diamonds in the coal mine. You will not find them in bars. You will not find them in the comments section. You will find them in the arenas of difficulty. You will find them in the gym at 5 a.m. You will find them building businesses. You will find them in the places where comfort goes to die. But before you can demand entry into such a circle, you must look in the mirror and ask the brutal question, what do I bring to the table? You cannot demand a king's alliance if you still have a peasant's mindset. Why should a high-value man associate with you? What is your utility? Are you loyal? Are you disciplined? Can you keep a secret? Do you have a skill that aids the mission? If the answer is, "I am a nice guy," you are useless. Nice guys are a dime a dozen. You must become formidable. You must become a man of substance. The Brotherhood of Kings is not a charity. It is a meritocracy. The entry fee is your own excellence. From this day forward, adopt the phalanx philosophy. In the ancient Spartan phalanx, every man's shield protected the man to his left. If one man dropped his shield, the line broke and everyone died. Your circle is your phalanx. Do not let weak men hold a shield in your line. They will buckle under the pressure of life, and you will be the one who bleeds. Be ruthless in your selection. Test them. Give them small amounts of power and see how they use it. Tell them a small secret and see if it travels. Lend them a small amount of money and see if it returns. Watch how they treat waitstaff. Watch how they react when they lose. Character is not revealed in the sunshine. It is revealed in the storm. And when you find those few men, those 2 or 3 brothers who have passed the tests, who have sharpened your iron, and who have proven their loyalty, guard them with your life. Loyalty is the rarest currency on earth. When you have it, do not squander it. Stop trying to be popular. A lion does not care about the opinion of sheep. Stop trying to be liked. To be liked by everyone is to be trusted by no one. Build your own table. Populate it with giants. And if you cannot find giants, stand alone until you become one. It is better to walk alone in the right direction than to follow the herd off a cliff. The path of the master is a solitary path at first, but at the top of the mountain, you will find the others. They are waiting for you. But you must climb the mountain to meet them. The climb starts now.